دلوقتي hello everyone. ايه الأخبار? How are you doing? Um, I'm so sorry. Today I am trying a new software, just to because YouTube doesn't allow me to share my screen. So I used to use Zoom, and then go live from Zoom, but the quality wasn't very good. So I'm using this software so that it can be it can give us better quality. Okay, so we will try this today, and please leave your feedback if you found the quality better, or if you found this lesson is better because of the software. So anyway, let's start. Today we are going to study the present tense verb conjugation. This is, this is one of the most important. This is actually the most important thing to learn, along with the past tense, because in Arabic we have three modes of conjugation. Two are very important, and the last one is a little bit less important. The most important are the past tense and the present tense. The third mode of conjugation is the imperative. The commands when you ask, you order something. However, of course, it's just this. For the imperative, you only conjugate with you, like three, like enta, you the masculine and you the feminine, and then the plural. So let's start with the present tense verb conjugation in Egyptian Arabic. So the first verb is amal. So we will focus on three-letter verbs because they are the biggest. This is the biggest group of verbs, of Arabic verbs. So we will focus on this for now. So a verb that is regular, like amal, and of course we will learn what can make a verb irregular. Okay, so let's start with amal. Amal, here we have the ain and then ma, written like this, and then the lam. So amal, this small line above the ain and above the mim, this tells us to pronounce it a, like a. Amal, not amil, not o. Okay, amal, this is called fatha, this small line above the ain and above the mim. So amal is to do or to make. In standard Arabic, this verb means to work, but in Egyptian Arabic, and actually in most dialects, amal, it means to do or to make. So ana ba'mil, this is the first one with ana, ana ba'mil. In Egypt we add ba for all the in the present tense, and then we add a for ba'mil. So ana ba, and then the first letter in the verb, this is ain, and then ba'mil. Actually, this vowel, it has changed from fatha, from amal, to here to kasra, to a, from a to a. So ba'mil, not ba'mal, so ba'mil. This is in Egypt, and actually, but this is not for all the verbs, but for most of the verbs it's a, ba'mil. So it's ba and then ba'mil. So this is the prefix for ana. For enta, bita'mil. So it's bit. Enta, you, the masculine, bita'mil. Enta, bita'mil. And then we have bita'mili, you, the feminine. If you're talking to a lady, it will be بتعملي. So بتعمل, and then we add e at the end. So بتعملي, you do or you make. Into the plural, into بتعملوا. So بتعملوا. We add bit. Okay, so for all the you, like inta, inti, into, inta the masculine, and then inti the feminine, and then into the plural, we start with بتعمل. So بتعمل, and then for the feminine we add e, so بتعملي, and the plural we add u at the end, so بتعملوا. أنا بعمل, أنت بتعمل, أنتي بتعملي, أنتوا بتعملوا. And then هو he بيعمل, بي. So we start like this, بيعمل, he does or he makes. So here بيعمل, this letter is ya. So what's the difference here? The ta, the double dots are above. Here they are under this line. So this is ya. So بيعمل, and then we have here this line under the meme. This means this is kasra. This means that the pronunciation is a, بيعمل, not a. So بيعمل, this is he, هو. So هي, she بتعمل. هي, the conjugation of هي, she is always the same as انت, the you, the masculine. So you masculine, انت has the same conjugation of has exactly the same conjugation of هي, which is she. So she does has the same conjugation of you do, but you the masculine. So هي بتعمل, هما they بيعملوا. So here we have بي, okay, and then u at the end. So it starts like هو, like the conjugation with هو, with he, then هما بيعملوا. So u, it means that this is plural. And then the last one is إحنا, we. This is بنعمل, so بنعمل. Okay, so أنا بعمل, أنت بتعمل, أنتي بتعملي, أنتوا بتعملوا, هو بيعمل, هي بتعمل, هما بيعملوا, إحنا بنعمل. Let's go to another verb and then try to conjugate it together. Here this verb is كتب. كتب, this is to write. Okay, this is the verb to write. Again we have kaf, this is kaf, and then we have this line above the kaf. This means that it's pronounced like a, so ka, and then katab, to write. Here the same conjugation, أنا بكتب, so it's the same, ba, and then this vowel, it became e. So أنا بكتب, أنت بتكتب, أنت بتكتب. Okay, so أنا بكتب, أنت بتكتب, أنتي the same, بتكتبي. So بتكتب, we add this bit and then e at the end. So أنتي بتكتبي, you, right? And then أنتوا بتكتبوا, أنتوا بتكتبوا, you, all, right? أنتوا بتكتبوا, هو بيكتب, this is the conjugation, هو بيكتب, هي بتكتب. هما بيكتبوا. So so بيكتب, and then we add u at the end for the plural. So هما بيكتبوا. And then إحنا we بنكتب. إحنا بنكتب. Okay. So this verb is أفل, the next one. I'm just trying now to give you as many verbs as possible, just to make this verb conjugation familiar to you a little bit. But don't worry about it, you will get used to it. We will try to use we will try to conjugate many verbs together and try to see how it works. So please don't panic, it's not that difficult. The next verb now is أفل. This letter is a bit confusing because in standard Arabic it's qaf, so it's pronounced qa, so it's qafal. This should be read like this if I'm reading it in standard Arabic. However, in Egypt we pronounce it a, like Hamza, like a in the beginning of a word. So it's afal. This is how I pronounce it in Egypt, and also in Levantine Arabic, in Syria, in Lebanon, it's the same rule. So this letter qaf, it becomes like a. So it's afal. So afal, this is the verb to close. Like to close the door, for example. So afal, أنا بقفل. So أنا sorry. So أنا and then the verb بقفل. أنا بقفل. Same thing. أنت بتقفل. Okay, so أنتي, can you guess? أنتي بتقفلي. Okay, so بتقفلي. So bete and then e at the end, and the plural is for you, like into, you plural, into بتقفلوا. into بتقفلوا. بتقفلوا. هو بيقفل. هو بيقفل. هو بيقفل. هي بتقفل. It's the same. هي is the same like انت. So هي بتقفل. هما بيقفلوا. هما and here بيقفل and then o at the end. So بيقفلوا. هما بيقفلوا. احنا بنقفل. احنا بنقفل. Okay. One more verb before we start to make sentences together. One more verb is فتح. Why I'm using this verb? فتح is to open. This is pronounced like this. فتح. فتح. Here this letter, the difference between this one and the one and this one, قاف, is only one dot. Here this one has double dots, and then this one, one dot. So you have like a circle and then one dot above. This is fa, and if there's double dots, it's qaf, but in Egypt it's pronounced more like a. So fatah. Fatah, this is the verb to open. Ana baftah. Here there is something different. I didn't change the vowel at the end, so I didn't say ana baftah. I said ana baftah. And actually this vowel, the vowel before the last letter, it can be a, it can be a, it can be o. So it can be one of the three options that we have, like a, fatha, or kasra, a, or a dhamma, o. I can say like baftah, but for other verbs, like ba'mil is ba'mil, so a, and for other verbs it can be actually o, dhamma, and we will see this. How to know this? You will just get used to it. We will memorize if the verb it's with fatha or with kasra or with dhamma. It's a or a or o. However, it's not that difficult because the prefixes and the suffixes are never changed. There's no exceptions. So only this vowel, it changes. And actually this is, as you know, this is a dialect. So many things are just, you know, like this. It's difficult to find a rule for all the verbs. So أنت بتفتح. بتفتح. You open. And then هي أكيد بتفتح. Why I said هي before? Because هي is exactly like أنت, like you, masculine. And then أنتِ بت, and then we have e at the end, so بتفتحي. And then أنتوا بتفتحوا. بت and then و at the end, so أنتوا بتفتحوا, you plural. هو بيفتح. هو بيفتح. And you see how I pronounced this one? I write here number 7 because the letter ha, it doesn't exist in English. This is just to emphasize that this is the letter ha, which doesn't exist in English, and I don't like to write it like an H, like ha, because it's different. It's ha. It's like if you're eating something very hot, like this. So your throat is not really very, like, it's not open like when you pronounce the ha. It's not relaxed. It's a bit tighter. It's ha. You're trying to block the air a little bit. So ha, it's بتفتح. هي بتفتح, she opens. And then هما بيفتحوا. هما بي, and then بيفتحوا. هما بيفتحوا. And then the last one is إحنا بنفتح. بنفتح. Okay. So now we are going to make a sentence, just different sentences actually, with the words and the verbs that we know. So let's say, for example, I am making coffee, or I make coffee. In this case, it's the same. So I am making coffee, or I make coffee. How to conjugate this verb? This is which verb is this? It's the verb عمل, to do or to make. So أنا بعمل. أنا بعمل. And then the word coffee is قهوة. أنا بعمل قهوة. أنا بعمل قهوة. I make coffee. أنا بعمل قهوة. This is the this is the sentence structure in Arabic. It's basically like in English. There's no difference. It's أنا, and then they have the pronoun, the subject pronoun, the subject, and then you have the verb, and then you have the object. So أنا بعمل, and then بعمل, I'm making or I'm doing what? and then قهوة. أنا بعمل قهوة. I make coffee or I'm making coffee. Another sentence is he is writing or he writes a book. He is writing or he writes a book. How to say this? Which verb is to write? It's كتب. كتب. So how to conjugate this with he? He is هو and then هو بيكتب. هو بيكتب. Okay. Book is كتاب. كتاب. هو بيكتب كتاب. هو بيكتب كتاب. Let's try to make another sentence. If I want to say she opens the door. She, so هي, and then the verb to open is فتح, يفتح. So she opens, هي, it's here. So هي بتفتح. هي بتفتح. Door is باب. So هي بتفتح الباب. هي بتفتح الباب. هي بتفتح الباب. Another sentence is let's say they close the window, or they are closing the window. So close the window. So they is هما. هما, they. Close is قفل. قفل. So they close. They, how to conjugate it in the present tense? So بي, we start with بي, and then بيقفلوا, and then أو. So it's بي, and then we have أو at the end. By the way, this alif at the end is not pronounced. It's just written, but it's not pronounced. وهم بيقفلوا window is شباك. بيقفلوا الشباك. هم بيقفلوا الشباك. هما بيقفلوا الشباك. So these are some sentences with in the present tense, and as you see in Arabic we can use this tense also for something that, like present continuous, like something you're doing right now, or something that you do regularly. Now we will see some important but at the same time very important verbs, but at the same time irregular. But what can make a verb irregular? For a three-letter verb, it can be irregular if it has a vowel in the middle or at the end. So for example, let's say a verb like راح. راح, this is the verb to go. Okay, in the past tense, as we said last time in our last class, that I will also I will always be putting the verbs in the past tense conjugated with he, with هو. هو عمل, هو كتب, هو فتح, هو قفل, هو راح. Why? Because this is the most simple, and this is the root of the verb when it's when it's a three-letter verb. This is the root actually of the verb, and actually from this root you can actually get not only verbs but also some words, but we will learn this later. So the root is the verb conjugated with هو, he, in the past tense. So here راح, this means he went. This is the verb to go. Why is it irregular? Because we have alif, we have a, like راح, we have alif in the middle. So how to conjugate this in the present tense? Most often, okay, there are three options, three cases. So the one case is that the vowel remains the same. So for example, like the verb, okay, we will learn two verbs like this. The verb nam, to sleep. This means also like he slept. Nam, and with the verb راح. In the verb nam, the conjugation is أنا ba, it starts the same, بنام. So the vowel remains unchanged. So it's أنا بنام. This means I sleep. أنا بنام. أنت بتنام. So bit, okay, أنت, very regular. أنت بتنام. And then أنتي, how to conjugate this? أنتي بتنامي. أنتي بتنامي. And then bit, and then we have e at the end. By the way, it's for most verbs it's like bit, okay, but just to make the pronunciation of this verb like simpler, we pronounce it like this: bitnam. Inti, into, بتناموا, وانتوا بتناموا. هو بينام. هي بتنام. هي is always like انت, exactly the same conjugation. So and هي بتنام, and then هما بيناموا. And then the last one is إحنا بننام. Okay, actually can pronounce it also like this, like إحنا بننام, like we sleep. Okay. So this verb, the case here is that the vowel in the middle, like nam, it remains the same, it doesn't change. However, for the verb to go, راح, which is of course one of the most used verbs, this is not the case. The alif will be woo, like wow, so it's woo. So it's أنا بروح. أنا بروح. أنا بروح, I go. أنت بتروح. أنتي. So here for all the conjugations of this verb in the present tense, this alif will always be wow, will always be o. It will not be a, it will be o. أنا بروح, أنت بتروح, أنتي بتروحي. أنتي بتروحي. انتوا بتروحوا بتروحوا هو بيروح هو بيروح هي بتروح exactly like انت هي بتروح انت بتروح and then we have هما بيروحوا and احنا the last one احنا بنروح بنروح and you can pronounce it of course like this احنا بنروح we go. I just want you, for the people that are not very familiar with the Arabic alphabet and how we write this ta, this ba. Okay, we have the ba when it's in the middle of the word, ba, and then ta, and then we have tha, which is pronounced in Egypt like sa, and then we have noon, n, and then we have ya. These 5 letters you can see when they are in the middle of the word, you can see only this like horizontal line, and then you have this small like it's a small angle. Okay, so you have a line and you have a small vertical line, horizontal line, and a small vertical line, and then the only difference between them is how the dots are written. If you have one dot under the letter, it's b, ba. This one is ba, and this one is ta, and this one is tha, like in the word like thin, for example. However, in Egypt it's pronounced like sa, s, sa. And then this is noon, like n, and this is the last one, yeah, e. Okay, so here بتروح بيروح بنروح. Okay. So this what can make a verb irregular is having a vowel in the middle or at the end of the verb. So let's try to make like 2 sentences with the 2 verbs that we learned. If I want to say, for example, like do you go to work at 9 a.m. Do you, in Egypt, we will make this one like a normal sentence, but however we will change the tone like to sound like a question, of course. So do you go to work? So the sentence will be like, you go to work at 9 in the morning. So you, it can be enta, this is the masculine, and inti, the feminine. So enta, be, you go. enta بتروح. enta بتروح to work. By the way, with the verb راح, يروح, the verb to go, in Egyptian Arabic you don't need preposition after it. So you can say, you can put the place exactly or the destination after the verb to go. So انت بتروح الشغل. بتروح الشغل. You go to work. شغل is work, and then ال is the. So شغل, this is work, and then ال is like the. انت بتروح الشغل at 9 a.m. We will study how to say like what time it is in another class, but it's like الساعة, and then you say the number الساعة 9 الصبح. الصبح means in the morning. So انت, I will write here the pronunciation. So انت, this is you, this is one, this is the one. انت, and then بتروح, it's written like this, بتروح الشغل. When there is a sh after L, most often it's pronounced like الشغل, like الشغل. الساعة, and then الساعة. الساعة. انت بتروح الشغل. الساعة, ساعة means hour, so الساعة, the hour. 9 is 9. 9. الصبح is like in the morning, so الصبح. الصبح. انت بتروح الشغل الساعة 9 الصبح. Do you go to work at 9 a.m.? I know, of course, that this sentence is a bit complicated, is a bit difficult for A1, but we are just trying to learn together how the sentence is structured, how it works. Then we have NT. If I'm talking to a woman and then I want to ask the same question, do you go to work at 9 a.m.? NT بتروحي. Then it بتروح, and then we add E at the end. انتي بتروحي, and then the same sentence. الشغل الساعة 9 الصبح. Okay. انت بتروح الشغل الساعة 9 الصبح. انتي بتروحي الشغل الساعة 9 الصبح. So this is the present tense verb conjugation. I really hope that it's not too difficult. We will try to make more and more sentences in the present tense and in the past tense, and we will start to I will start to show you like small conversations and small lessons where we can write a little bit more complicated sentences, so that you get more and more used to the language. And my advice is that you start just from the beginning of this series. Just start little by little. If you know the alphabet already, if you don't know the alphabet, because almost everyone chose that we don't start from the alphabet. So if you don't know the alphabet, we already had previous lessons about the alphabet, so you can also have a look at this. And I really hope that also the quality of this, I'm using a new software just to make the quality a little bit better for you. So please let me know if this lesson was useful to you. Thank you for watching, and see you